I'm Nick Miles and welcome to Dick Hanna VW. Today we're really excited to show you this, the brand new VW ID.4. It's their all-electric SUV. We're going to tell you about the styling. We're going to tell you about the vehicle on the inside and show you how it drives. This vehicle is eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit. It also gets 3 years of free electrical charging with Electrify America. We're going to put it on the road. We're going to find out how this vehicle operates and tell you some of its really cool features. One of the things about electric vehicles, they have driving modes like any regular gas vehicle. And something else you need to know is they only have one gear, whereas a gas vehicle has multiple gears. Electric vehicles, it's like a train set. You turn it up, the faster it goes. So put my foot down. This is in sport mode, the faster it goes. And it's a lot of fun. 0 to 60 comes very, very fast in an electric vehicle. So there's a few things that you need to know. Electric vehicles of the past have been a little bit lackluster, a little bit boring. The new electric vehicles of today are a lot more fun to drive, a lot more dynamic, and you can get a lot of speed out of them. As well, technology has come so far in the last 5 years, it's exponential the way we've come. So I've put this into sport mode now and I put my foot down and you just feel how fast. That's 45 miles an hour instantaneously. Now let's talk about some of the things with this vehicle. Driving position, very tight. It's nippy. It's like go-kart style handling. It's easy to go fast in this vehicle. There's also the gear shifter. That's positioned just on the right of the gauges. The gauges are a single screen here. It tells me graphically some information about the vehicle. It tells me my speed and what gear I'm in. There is drive, neutral, reverse, and something called B. Now B is very interesting because B is like braking mode. If I put it into B, it's like toggling forward. B is a mode where I can actually regenerate some of the power from the vehicle. So it uses the engine like a generator, and when I'm braking or I let off the accelerator, what it does is it takes the energy and it uses the engine almost in reverse, and it puts some of that energy back into the battery. So it recuperates any lost energy through braking or through me slowing down, and it regenerates it and saves it back into the battery. So these vehicles are extremely efficient, and if you put it into eco mode and you use that mode, you can actually save yourself a lot of energy as well. So that's very cool. You also don't need a key with this vehicle to start it. You don't need a push button start. You can just get into the vehicle with the key in your pocket and put it into drive. It senses that somebody's in the seat with the key and it will just start. You don't actually have to hit the start button. That's another piece of cool technology. Everything on the inside, super clean, large screen, has all of your technology. Your cell phone can be used for absolutely everything in the vehicle as connectivity, wirelessly, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or the mirror device from Apple. You can run everything from the car. You can turn the car on. You can precondition the vehicle. You can check battery levels, all those type of things, charging level. It also has a light at the front. They call this the ID light, which travels along the bottom of the windshield. That light can actually be used from the outside to tell the charging capacity of the vehicle. It can also light up when you get incoming phone calls. It can be used for basic navigation information. It's sort of a simple light to let you know things that are going on with the vehicle from both inside and outside. Multicolors on the inside. They've done a great job about designing this vehicle. In this particular model, the Pro S, we have this kind of dark salmon colored dash. We have a silver divider between black. The lower portion of the cabin is black. Great surround. We have a panoramic sunroof, which is an option. It doesn't come on all vehicles. You can decide whether you want that roof. It's a It comes on the higher trim levels. You've got loads of space. This vehicle uses the design of what they call the skateboard design. So the battery is the floor, in the floor of the vehicle. Of course, there's no engine, there's no drivetrain like you would have in a normal vehicle. So all the power is low down in the vehicle, so low center of gravity. So there's loads of extra space. So it's almost an optical illusion when you're inside the vehicle. There's a lot more space than you get in a normal car of this size. And then because the center of gravity is super low in the vehicle, you find it so easy to drive. Like maneuvering this around the streets, it's so much easier. The vehicle doesn't feel sway at all. It feels very planted and very low. It's actually a thrill to drive it as well. Just well designed. They've done such a good job, VW, of designing this. This is a vehicle I absolutely want to own at some point in my life. I think VW have done a great job as well. You should know about recharging this. You can go from 5% to almost fully charged, 85% in about 38 minutes on a fast charging system. There is 3 years of free electricity on Electrify America. That comes as standard once you've paid your initiation fees with Electrify America. Now we're going over some speed bumps here, and the suspension, the low center of gravity, the great suspension that VW have put in this, it's just not super bumpy like it would be in any other vehicle. It's just comfortable. They've done a great job about designing this vehicle. The road noise is minimal. Of course, there's no engine noise. I feel like I'm rambling on about the great things in this vehicle. They've just done such an amazing job. Back to the interior, there's ambient lighting on the inside. There's really great HVAC controls. The battery is used obviously for heating and cooling. So I have the air conditioning on right now, and I can feel the cool air just blasting through the vehicle. They've done a great job with absolutely everything on the inside of this vehicle. Because this is an electric vehicle, you have to know about all of the stats of the vehicle immediately by looking at the screen. So you can look at charge settings, you can see how much charge is available, how long it will take to get to 80%. You can reduce the amount of power used by looking at the charging screen. You can find all of the charging points that are closest to you. If you map something on the navigation system, it will look at charging points along the way and recommend charging points for you. You can look at the vehicle, you can set things like exterior lights, how long they're on for, the duration of the entry lights to the vehicle. You can look at the mirrors, synchronize the mirror adjustments. You can look at the folding when locking for mirrors. You can basically look at vehicle status, tire pressure, services. You can look at all the vehicle data, how much the battery is used, speed, how long things have been used. There is huge amounts of data that is available, as well as find out temperatures of things. So you can be as intricate as you want to with all of the electric data from the vehicle, or you can have as little as you want to. Plus, of course, you get your satellite navigation systems, as well as everything you'd expect, including your infotainment systems as well in the vehicle. So everything that you could possibly want in this vehicle, it's easy to access as well. Plus, you get, of course, on top of your driving modes, you get all of the other stuff, including your safety systems, your climate control, and of course you can set that up in any way you want to. It's all as well accessible from your cell phone, so you don't have to do it in the car here. You can do it from your mobile device as well. The one cool thing that I think is excellent about this is the screen tells you as soon as anything happens. So I take my device, I put it in the charging bay here for the wireless charging, and immediately it comes on the screen and tells me that my phone is being wirelessly charged at this point too. So anything happens in the vehicle, it's reflected on the screen at the same time. That's how everything that happens in the vehicle is being reflected on the screen at the same time. This is an absolute piece of genius from VW. Now, the ID.4 is one of the best looking vehicles that VW have put out. All their vehicles look really clean and good looking, but the ID.4 is really amazing looking. It has this LED light that travels all the way across the front of the vehicle. It looks great in the day, but it looks even better when you see it traveling at night. Now, of course, there's no grille opening because there's no internal combustion engine or ICE engine. Because it's an electric vehicle, it doesn't have an engine. That means there's no need for air to come into the front of the vehicle, so it's solid. Big VW badge up front, headlights here, and of course all the grille is sealed at the front. You don't need it to be open. There is a piece of trim around these huge wheels here at the side, and that makes the wheels look even bigger. Very smooth sides. It has dual colored mirrors here that breaks up the side of the vehicle a little bit. The trim level is marked at the side. This is the Pro S version. Of course, the trim goes across the bottom of the vehicle as well, gives it a bit of a raised portion. The door handles, to keep it very aerodynamic, are actually flush to the side of the vehicle. They don't stick out. As well, gives you the opportunity to put your hand in and open the door at the side. Coming around to the back, black on the edge of the taillights, nice aero spoiler at the top of the tailgate. Now, the ID.4 has a kick open tailgate, so if you have your arms full of groceries, you can actually load them in here. Nice waist high height to get everything in, about 30 cubic feet of volume here with the seats up. Put them down, just over 64 cubic feet of space as well, so plenty of room. Underneath here, you also get space. You get somewhere you can put a laptop or something like that, and there is even a bigger space underneath that for some tools or some other stuff at the bottom here as well. So a double storage area in the very bottom. You can put some of your valuables if you have to leave them. Now let's take a look at the seating area in the second row. Very comfortable in the back of the ID.4, seats 3 in the back. If you seat 4 in here, you can actually put the center armrest down and have 2 cup holders. You'll find 2 USB-C charging ports in the middle, mat pockets from the front seats, and the very nice panoramic sunroof, which doesn't have a break in it, comes all the way back past the heads of the people sitting in the second row. If you're interested in a brand new VW ID.4, let us know here at Dick Hanna VW. They're a hot commodity right now, so call ahead and we'll get you into one for a test drive.